Hello everyone. This video will present a brief overview of the website of the BYU Family History Library. This website is loaded with links to many resources, databases, and other websites. It is a valuable tool for helping one find resources for finding one's ancestry. It has so much to look at that I'm going to do this overview in two parts. This is part one. Before we start the tour of the website, I want to explain a little bit about the BYU Family History Library's place in the Family Search Library system of the church. Most people are aware of the family history centers in stake centers and meeting houses. There are over 5,000 of these in 140 countries around the world. And they provide personal assistance and access to internet resources, and some have classes. What some people may not know is that Family Search also has 16 family history libraries that are larger and provide more resources than the family history centers. Besides the renowned Family History Library in Salt Lake City, as you see here, there are also 15 branch libraries, 2 in Idaho, 1 in Las Vegas, 5 in California, and 7 in Utah, including BYU's Family History Library. There was 1 in Arizona, but it has recently been discontinued. Here's a picture of the branch library in Layton, Utah. Like the family history centers, the branch libraries also provide personal assistance and classes, but they provide much more. They have book collections numbering in the thousands, microfilm and microfiche in the tens of thousands, many more computers, and they have scanners and digitizing equipment. In 1964, BYU's Family History Library was the first branch library created. It is the second largest family history library in the church's system, having the second largest collection of films, microfiche, and books. Although considered a branch library in the church's system, it is operated under the direction of Brigham Young University's Harold B. Lee Library. Well, now let's explore the website of the BYU Family History Library. We're going to start at the top of the home page on the left-hand side and go down the left-hand column first. See where the arrows are. Here we'll spend most of the time looking at the links on the left-hand column, since they will take us to most of the resources in the website. In this video, which is part one, we will only go down to the scanning equipment link, as you see there. In part two, we will continue from the research link through the remainder of the website. So first, let's click on the Visit Us link over on the left-hand column. And so we get the Visit Us page, as you see here. This page has general information about the library and its services. You also see a sublink entitled Directions. Clicking on this will take us to a page where we get directions to the library. When we click on Directions, we get the Directions page, where we see a campus map showing where to park and how to walk to the library. Going down the Directions page, you will see pictures showing the walkway to the library. At the end of the Directions page, there is a map of the library wing, where the Family History Library is located. Going back to the Visit Us link, under it there's a sublink that says Hours. Click on the Hours page and I get a page with details about the library hours, which you see here. Now notice the link at the bottom of the page that says Hours of Specialized Help by Geography/Language. Click on this link and you see a list of languages and the time someone is usually available in the library to help patrons in that language. See the list encircled in yellow. This link is found in a couple of other places, which I'll show you later. Now, going back to the left-hand column, after the Visit Us link comes the Classes and Webinars link. Click on this and I get to the Classes and Webinars page, which you see here. Notice this link has 6 sublinks. We will now look at the first 2, BYU FHL webinars, and then Sunday classes. By clicking on the sublink entitled BYU FHL webinars, I get to this page with information about the webinars. The webinars are online lectures by family history experts, specially produced by the BYU Family History Library. They are considered the hallmark of the BYU Family History Library and are renowned throughout the Family Search library system and are linked from other websites. Now look at the middle column in the yellow encircled box, and you'll see the webinar schedule for the current month. The webinars are usually given once a week, every Wednesday at 5:30. Now look above the window, the schedule window, and notice the link for joining a live webinar. We're still on the webinar page. These webinars are recorded, so links to get to the webinar library are found at the bottom. There are 2, one just below the information box and another below that, which says see the full list of available webinar recordings. So clicking on either one of those links will bring us to this page, the webinar library page, which gives us an immense list of webinars under many different topics. Now here you see at the bottom of the page, encircled in yellow, the topic categories for the webinars. When scrolling down from the topic categories that you see encircled in yellow, you'll see a lengthy list of past webinars, which you may bring up for viewing by just clicking on the links. Now we go back to the Classes and Webinars page and click on the sublink entitled Sunday Classes. The Sunday Classes page comes up, which you see here. This page shows information for joining and for viewing the Sunday classes, which are taught virtually over Zoom. There are 3 45-minute classes taught nearly every Sunday afternoon. Now look at number 1 in the middle window. You see the schedule for the next Sunday's classes. At number 2, just below this square window, you see a small link to get to a schedule of upcoming classes further in the future. At number 3, you see a link for joining a live class on Zoom. And at number 4, because these classes are recorded, you will view the recordings of the past classes. Click the link labeled Sunday Classes Archive. Next, on the Classes and Webinars page, we come to the links for weekday classes and indexing classes. By clicking on these links, one may access the schedule and the Zoom links for getting into the class sessions. I'm not going to go to their pages, but I will tell you about them. Weekday classes are on Tuesday and Thursday afternoon at 3 p.m. with Elder Celaya teaching computer tips and tricks. There are 2 indexing classes, which are taught by Sister Templeman Thursday evening at 6 p.m. for beginners and 7 p.m. for advanced indexers. The weekday classes and indexing classes are not recorded, so there are no lists of past classes for them. Further down the Classes and Webinars page, you see a link to instructional videos. When clicking on this link, we get the instructional videos page. Here you see many videos from different sources, including some from outside the BYU Family History Library. See the topic categories encircled in yellow. If you scroll down this page, you'll find dozens of videos listed by topic. The last sublink you see under Classes Webinars is the Family History Basic Tutorials. When you go to the Tutorials page, you'll see a list of 18 videos on the basics of family history. They're about 5 to 10 minutes long. I'm told they're getting out of date and need to be revised, but they still may be helpful. Scrolling down below the videos, you'll see a list of numerous handouts, which are about a half-page long. You may download and print these out. Now we go back to the home page, and looking down the left-hand column, you'll see the Scanning Equipment link. So clicking on this gives detailed information on the scanning and digitizing equipment at the library. There are 12 machines listed down the page with photos of each. Click on a machine to get details about the capacities and features of that machine. At the bottom of the page are tips on scanning. Those are not shown in this image. Look at number 3 in the middle of the page above Machine Photos. When you click on this link, you can schedule a date and time to use a machine. Notice it says Reserve a Scanner. At number 1 and number 2 on this image, you see links to the scanning equipment page. I showed you the one on the left. There's also one on the right-hand column. Well, that concludes part 1 of our tour of the BYU Family History Library's website. In part 2, we will finish reviewing the website, starting with the research link on the left-hand column, and go down the remainder of the left-hand column, then proceed over to the middle and the right-hand column.